On two. Ready? Hey.
Welcome. I see you like the heavy package. I told you would.
Oh, I've been listening to all that. I've been using all those songs in my throwback NFL reels.
I told you that was gonna be fire. I told you.
That one slaps though. That's probably one of my favorite ones. But they all good.
I told you, man. I'll be on that
Bangers. I told you.
Bangers, man. Bangers.
They slap them.
I'm telling you, man. I got so much music that I was making, bro. That I was sitting there, I was like, man, I got so much stuff. I need to just start releasing singles, man. Fuck it. And that's what I started doing, man. That was fun, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had that like I said, I got that punk rock stuff, man. I was like, and I just be trying shit, to be honest with you. I be trying music and everything. But nonetheless, man, welcome to the Football Frame of Mind weekly show where we talk about all things football. And yeah, we're in the off season now. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun, man. So I'm trying this new template, right? Not this new template, but you'll see what I'm talking about. We'll see how it looks, man. If not, then we just go back to the regular one. But
I'm just playing.
So we'll try.
Yeah, I've seen that. I kind of like that though, because our face, well, it's covering up your camera kind of, but
that's all right though. I'm cool. As long as it got like the face part. So, but nah, man. But yeah, we in this thing, man. So we get started. If it go, let's go back a little bit. There we go. Let's go right here. Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
11%.
We're doing pretty good, man.
If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Look, you are too good for the stairs, bro. If they got an elevator, take the elevator. If you want to watch our videos, subscribe. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Man. You will be the first person to get a notification. That bell is a lifesaver, bro. So say what happens. Maybe you're bored on a weekend or during the week. You don't have nothing to watch. And boom, you get a live stream notification that one of us is game streaming. Guess what? You get that notification. You don't have to search for us or nothing. It's right there on your phone. Boom. Bam. Done.
Nothing. You don't have to do nothing.
Nothing,
man. But hey, it's good. It's all Gucci, man. Like I said, we appreciate all of the viewership we've been getting. It's been awesome. So we just gonna keep on rocking it, and we're gonna keep on growing.
Right? Keep on keeping on.
Yep. So today's show probably not gonna be super long, but we're gonna get into this NFL stuff, man, for real. So we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl. Just give a little recap, man, and aftermath of the game. So if you were under a rock, or probably just disgruntled because Bad Bunny did the halftime show, we'll just tell you that the Seahawks won, and it was not. I'm not gonna say it was not surprising. I thought it would be kind of like a 10-point game. That's where I was thinking. Either way, I was like, the person's gonna win this game is probably gonna win by 10, right? You know, so that's the max I was gonna go, right? Because they had two good defenses, you know, statistically. So I was like, we'll see, right? But you know, my biggest point of the game was the Patriots had got to the Super Bowl, but they hadn't played the best version of the starting quarterback. That was my whole thing. I was like, you had win against Herbert, you had win against whoever was left of the Broncos. So it wasn't like they had win against a lot of good. and I think I played C.J. Stroud too, huh? I think so. So,
Hmm.
and he was up and down all season, right? So I was like, man, they defense has looked good, right? But I want to see how they look against a team that attacks them in a variety of ways, right? Because I feel like the Broncos game, they were kind of playing with both hands behind their back because they couldn't really attack y'all through the air at all. Because every time he put the ball in the air, you was just hoping and praying that it went to the right team, right? And then CJ Stroud is obviously up and down all season long, right? And we said on this show that if he plays just like 10% better, this is a Super Bowl contender. Never happened, right? And then you go against Herbert, and you know how Herbert is in the playoffs. It's not
Hmm.
very good, right? So I felt like in this Super Bowl, I was like, all right, if they just play and attack them in a variety of ways, it might not look too well for them, right? And it was like that, right? Now, what I didn't expect was Drake May to be kind of running for his life, right? Offensive line is a big deal, right? So I wasn't expecting that at all. So I was like, well, damn. Like, yeah, I know they got like speed demons blitzing the quarterback and shit, but I was like, damn, they got way better offensive line than that, right? And then the second half adjustments is what messed me up. I was like, yo, if he's struggling right now, you got to take him up out of there or move him inside or something. You got to do something different. And they really just kind of came out and did the exact same thing. And for them to only have 13 points and all of them in the fourth quarter, that's not adjustments at all, you know? So that's my whole thing. But they didn't get shut out and they fought back at the end. So you're not in the market for consolation prizes, but I honestly would rather score some points in the Super Bowl than get shut out, bro.
Oh
Just
well, yeah. Nobody wants to get
yeah,
single digits or less.
give me three, give me seven, right? At least we scored. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So the result wasn't shocking, just how we got there was.
I'll give Seattle credit; they out physical them. But the problem, I've said this numerous times, if you get improved offensive line play, like pass protection in that game, that's a completely different game. Like we can just be completely honest. I've watched a lot of things over, watched film, thinking. I'm like, dude, even if you get subpar offensive line pass protection, like this game's
Yes, Boo says I need another Super Bowl. I can't take this picture
how
now.
about how about let's take it back to like Super Bowl 43, 44, that era. We don't have to come to 56 and all that. We can go back a little further. But with better offensive line play, that's a completely different game. Your quarterback was, I mean, look, he threw that pick, horrible pick, because that was a backbreaker. Because you had a really good drive going, you were probably going to go down and get points. Still had a chance to come back in the game. The fumble, the other pick that was a weird freaking pick fumble hybrid, whatever that was. Seattle had a really good game plan and they executed. The biggest thing for me was New England's defense was so tired. Like you see 29 points most of the time, you're like, oh well, the defense sucked. I don't see that at all. I see a defense that fought nail, tooth, and everything the entire game. Like when you look at the time of possession, like it kind of lies in its extent because like oh it's not that far, but like they were on the field like a lot of plays,
Yeah,
and you're gonna give up some of those gash plays towards like third, fourth quarter because you've just been playing the entire game. Like Drake May didn't really get a fair shake. I feel like offensive line has played better than that all year. I feel like they played against some good defensive fronts, even outside of the freaking playoffs. They had a really good defense. Now they might not have had the greatest, the toughest schedule, but you can't control that. You play the games you can, you game plan for each team, and you just go out and execute. I think the biggest thing for Seattle is just they got production in the run game. Took a little while, but they got involved in the run game. They got him involved in the pass game.
not a fan of the Darnold train.
I don't think so. He's a USC guy, so he don't like him. But
How does that work? He's one of the best quarterbacks y'all had
He's
in a while. No, he's
who?
UCLA. My bad.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
bad. My
Yeah,
bad. My
yeah.
bad. Yeah,
But
wouldn't
give
even.
Seattle credit. They were opportunistic. They did what they had to do. Defensive front was impressive. If I'm New England, a lot of people are like, oh well, the Super Bowl window was closed. I'm like, I don't think so. I think you just need
Already?
a that yeah, crazy. I mean, look, they got like the sixth toughest schedule next year, so that won't be an excuse. I just think they just need to address the offensive line, whether that's moving Campbell the guard or putting him in different like ways with tackle to make it work. Yeah, and you need to get you a number one receiver. Like Diggs is really good. I love Diggs. I thought he did really good, and I like Mac Hollins, but they need a number one. And I've been seeing
Yeah.
some things floating around for them trying maybe to get Pickens, which I think that'll be a pretty cool fit, to be honest. But that's the two
Yeah.
biggest gripes for me. Like they are a little older at some positions than others. Seattle, but I will say one thing for Seattle. I think Seattle takes a back step going into next season. They don't have Kubiak anymore. And nobody's going to talk about how much he got credit. Like he didn't get enough credit for how good that offense was in that game. Or all year, really. I mean, Darnold had turnovers throughout the year, but Kubiak, I think that kind of affects them. I think their defense, they might lose a couple of pieces, but no big names. Seattle will still be, I can't even say the favorite because the NFC West is freaking loaded. NFC West is freaking good. But I think they might take a back step offensively, but defensively, I think they won't skip a beat. And New England, all you need to do is just get better depth, address the offensive line, just get him a little bit more weapons. You know, and you're probably gonna have to buckle down on Henderson. I don't know if Stevenson's got an expiring contract, but what he said. Yeah, it's a Brandon Marshall jersey. I don't know why. I'm not a Dolphins fan, but
We're
Dolphins
good.
got a lot
We're
of
good.
Dolphins got a Dolphins got a lot of players I like. Big Jason Taylor fan, Zach Thomas, Dan Marino, a lot of good
Yeah.
guys.
Like I said, just imagine if they could have gotten if they could have gotten Breeze, bro.
Oh, I don't
That's,
know if, but
that's
my biggest thing is like I think Breeze is good in Miami, but I think the thing that made Breeze so great in New Orleans is Sean Payton. Like not, and I'm giving both credit because they were a perfect match. I don't know if you get that same level of production in Miami, but the team was pretty much ready to go. Miami was just a quarterback away. And when that doctor failed him and they had to roll with Culpepper, which I thought was not a good idea because he was coming off a major injury, that really set them back. Miami hasn't found their quarterback since Marino, and Marino's been out of the league since 2000. So no
yeah,
hate towards Tua, but they haven't found their guy.
yeah, man, and shit. Tua came there with a bad injury too.
That's what
Like
I'm
they,
saying. And I didn't think they were going to roll the dice on him there. Like I knew it was a possibility, but I'm like, I don't know if they're going to do it. But I'm like, maybe they'll just look past it and just see what'll happen. But they did.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. So when I'm looking at both teams as they move forward, I think the Seahawks will be cool, man. I think they'll be all right because their defense is good and they run the ball, right? So
You got to bring, but
that's
you got to bring Walker back though. He's on an expiring deal, so you got to re-sign him or get him on a franchise tag or something. So
yeah, but this is a draft where you can find a guy.
I don't think, but I would be that would be really foolish to like the guy showed up. Like
He
I'd pay him
showed up. He showed up, but you gotta look at it from his perspective right now, right?
if he wants to
So,
take a chance and if
so
he
you
cares more
got a
about the money or
thousand.
winning. Does he
Yeah,
care
you
about
got
you?
1,000 yards. You just won the Super Bowl, and you got Super Bowl MVP. So you got all the leverage to get whatever you want to get.
Do you want to stay there and win, or do you want to cash out and go somewhere maybe where you can win again and just get more money?
Exactly,
So
man.
there's a little bit
So
of
so then you gotta look at. I don't know if James Cook got his money from Buffalo, but he
no, but
just led.
he's due for it though.
So he just led the league in rushing too. So the running back room, the running back free
And
agency market gonna be good.
ETN is going to be a free agent too, and he was good in Jacksonville. before the Vikes got Cunningham, they offered Marino a contract, but he decided to retire instead of turning his back. He was so loyal to them, but Marino with Moss and Chris Carter is insane. Like Cunningham was good.
Even at 40.
Dude, Cunningham was great there. But just imagine Dan Marino with those two guys.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
So
that team is winning the Super Bowl. That team is winning the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
That team is winning the Super Bowl.
Because you seen what they look like with Culpepper the next season.
And Marino could still go. I know he was like, he was getting older in his knees and all that, but like, dude, he was tough. Like, he could still go.
Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah, and they had a running game. Oh my gosh, that's lethal. That's a big time. Oh my gosh.
Only problem was they had no defense.
Yeah, they were okay, and then Mr. Shank, Mr. Unclutch.
Because you remember, I don't know if that's the year. I don't know if that's the year Culpepper got there.
No,
but
Culpepper got there in what? They had 01, I think.
Who, Culpepper?
I think he got there in 01, huh?
Nah, Culpepper was there in 99.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So, yeah, Culpepper, but they had a crazy offense, right? But the defense was so bad because they had to play against my Rams in 99. And my Rams put up like 50. But they scored like 30, though, on us. So that lets you know, like, if you had a better defense, bro, you probably win that game. Right? Because the next round in that Super Bowl, we had the Buccaneers in the NFC Championship game, right? And we know how good their defense was. And they held us to like 13. So I was like, yo, what are we doing, bro? We can't score, bro. And they came in there with Sean King, man. Shout out Tulane. But that was rough. That's a tough one to go with, man. So that's my thing, man. You got, 94, 96. Yep, they had Warren Moon.
Bro, they went through a bunch of freaking former Pro Bowl guys, huh?
Yep.
And Warren Moon played for some teams that you forget about. Warren Moon was in Kansas City, too.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, man. Warren Moon was everywhere, bro. But everywhere he went, he produced. So I'm like, if you Dan Marino, man, you should have thought about that one, bro. I
get like, and they weren't the guys to jump around a whole lot, but like, man, just one shot, bro. And I gotta imagine they let him run that offense, just like how freaking Shula let Marino run that offense.
Ooh, for Moon? Unforgettable for Moon?
He must have been talking about the Chiefs one, maybe. But no, he was good for Minnesota. Warren Moon was good in Minnesota.
Yeah, he was good, right?
They were good.
Houston. Yeah, so yeah.
Him and Chris Carter were like that.
But I mean, but yeah, you're talking about Moon and Chief. All right.
Yeah.
So, but if we talk about the Seahawks, right? I think we'll get into a lot of draft talk throughout the offseason, but I think you could find a guy that could give you some production in the draft, right? I get it. Kenneth Walker is really good, man, but running back.
You can save that. You can save that contract though, because you got to start paying them guys on defense. And Darnold's already got a big contract.
Yeah, so you might as well.
And JSN's going to warrant a big contract.
And I know for a fact that McDonald's a defensive coach for real. So he gonna want to keep the best players on his defense that he can keep.
Yeah,
can't keep everybody.
No, but
can't keep everybody. But you also, you want to keep those main pieces there, right? And if Kenneth Walker is a casualty, that's kind of what it is, in my opinion. You just kind of be like, fuck it and move on, man.
Yep. Oh, okay. Why has Minnesota had so many randomly? I mean, you talking about them option? We go back further, bro. Like, but I get the random. But those were some well-assembled teams. But
the Vikings had Rich Gannon too. They had
Sage Rosenfeld.
Yeah, they had Gus Jackson. Rest in peace.
Gus Farrat.
Yeah. Who else they have, man? They had
And but he's saying randomly good and Favre. Everybody knew Favre could still go, bro. Like nobody
yeah.
didn't think Favre couldn't go. The Jets didn't have no weapons on offense. He went to Minnesota with freaking AP, Sidney Rice, and company. Like everybody knew he was gonna, and they have Asante Shanko too. Like they were like, I wouldn't put Favre in there. Everybody knew Minnesota knew what they were getting into with Favre. Now, yeah, the Keenum and Bradford, no, yeah, that was random. Emmitt Smith Cardinals, yeah, that was weird. Jerry Rice on the Broncos, nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers that.
But
He was
hey,
killing it in Oakland though
but
at like
here's
41.
here's the thing about Jerry Rice with the Broncos, man. He was forced out because he was still beating them young dudes. They
Dude,
they
you seen his numbers in Oakland at like 41. His routes were still crisp, bro. He was burning them young dudes, bro.
yeah. So they like, yo. You
You gotta
cannot keep doing this to these young dudes. You got to go.
you tripping. I'm still gonna milk the cow, bro. He's still doing it. I'm not doing
And I
that.
would have told him, tell them to stop me, and then I will stop playing.
Well, that's probably what he was saying, to be honest with
He's
you.
like, they can't guard me. I'm 50.
To be that old though, and still running crisp, fast routes, bro. Like that's a testament. Like people always want to bring up Rice and like whatever, but I'm like, bro, ain't nobody putting up numbers like he was at 40, 41, though. It was
Like, I'm
insane.
50. If they
I'm
can't
still
cover
him.
me, they can't cover nobody.
He's like, I'm still him.
Yeah, like, yo, he was wild, bro. Jerry Rice was,
But the Emmitt Smith thing was weird though, for sure. That was
man,
definitely
he
an
just
odd.
went there. He just went there so he can set that rushing record hella high, bro. Like, that was just stupid.
It
That's all
was
right.
because
I can't wait for somebody to catch his ass and see what he say. Because he probably gonna be like Kareem and be like, well, he didn't really do anything. He gonna be hating and shit.
dude, McNair in a Baltimore uniform was cool. I just wish it would have happened like 4 years earlier because that team would have won a Super Bowl, bro. He got
Yeah,
there too late. He got there too
yeah.
late. I
I was,
loved it, but
I was like, damn, bro. Maybe
well,
3, 4 years ago, I
oh, they
was
would have won the
happy.
Super Bowl. He
I was
was still good though, but like, man, like you could have got him sooner because that was like 06, I think y'all got him.
something like that, yeah.
Oh
Because he
five, oh
retired
six.
like right after that.
Yeah, and then he unfortunately,
Yeah,
but man, like,
but well, I mean, if we looking at the Patriots, man, y'all got a lot of good. All right, you
yeah,
got a lot of good, man. You got a lot of young talent. Y'all got young talent on defense, man. So, like you said, I would go after a one. I would go out try to find me a one. Uh, I mean, I don't know. You go after Pickens, you could.
I
That
think
would
that's
be
a good.
good.
His stock is high. He did really good in Dallas, and I think he's gotten out of Pittsburgh, and I think that's all he needed. Like he's killing it. He's doing good. I think he'd do really good in New England. Ugh, how
Patrick Mahomes
gross.
going to nah, he ain't going to
That's
Dallas.
gross.
Yeah, he ain't going to Dallas, bro. He gonna be just like Lynn Dawson, bro. He gonna retire a chief. He ain't going nowhere, dog. not a soul. Let's see
Never
who
know
else is
though.
in. But I mean, but y'all get y'all a nice number one receiver, man, and then put Diggs in a slot, move him around a little bit. I think
Yeah, you still
be
got
all
other
right.
young weapons too.
Yeah, so I
Jack,
mean, y'all
up,
missed early, man. Y'all
bro.
like
Why he
y'all in
said
the no, no,
he's
definitely
not even gonna say it out loud. He's like, nah.
no,
But we're
bro,
gonna be all right, man. I think
nah.
it's gonna be all right though. Got a lot of young
Yeah,
talent. All you need to do is just upgrade at certain positions, and you'll be right back. You'll be right
yeah, yeah. Like I mean, look, I think you look at
back.
Will Campbell. Oh, I'm not gonna do that to Cam Newton, man. I liked him there. I thought it was. I didn't think it would work, and it didn't. But I was like, fuck it. They trying something. I would rather try something than try nothing. And for a minute, he looked okay. You just sprinkle in
Yeah, but
him getting COVID too.
your number one guy was dealing with bad knee issues too, though. He wasn't even 100%.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, man, but
He's all
goddamn.
we are refusing.
Nah, man, I liked him on the Patriots, man, just a little bit. I thought it was something different that Bill was trying, because he would have never got a guy like that for real. I mean, he got Chad Johnson, but he was way past his prime at that
Yeah,
point.
but he didn't fit the. I love Chad, but he didn't fit the vibe. He didn't fit the vibe at all. He didn't like it over there at all. He did not like it there at all.
Yeah, but you see why they won though.
And then we got Torrey Holt at the end, and he didn't even freaking make it to the season. Edelman said he showed up to practice one day, and like they were doing gases or whatever. He's like, I ain't never seen him again after that. He just came back.
He's like, nah,
I'm
my
not.
legs, my legs don't work. I can't go. I'm good.
But we're gonna be all
Now,
right though. We'll
yeah,
be all
but
right.
y'all be all right, man. So, like I said, the next thing we talking about, man.
Was that pitch grid? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it been a long time. What up, Pitch Grid, man? Hope you doing good, man. So, off season thoughts, man. Off season thoughts and
Off
expect
season.
and expectations, man. So for me, man, I'm looking forward to free agency, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of good dudes out there, man. Hendrickson, they trying to do a sign and
And
trade,
I see something with them. I see someone Indy trying to get him. Now that's an interesting. That's a good fit.
but they saying, I also heard Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh.
I like that. I like that. And don't get it twisted. The Eagles could get their hands on them too.
No, man. Howie Roseman. No, Howie Roseman be cheating, bro. He got all the sliders up and stuff. He be cheating, bro.
Man, I'm telling you. So I'm
But
hearing.
they're definitely gonna throw their hand in there because they called Cleveland about Myles Garrett before they signed that extension. So don't be twisted if they don't try to make a play. I don't think they get him, but they definitely want to try. And then you still got the rumors with stuff with Max Crosby too. You don't know how that's gonna work out. You know, there's
Bro,
still a lot of stuff.
I would trade Max Crosby right now.
I'd take him. Boy, if
Like,
we get him on that defensive line, oh, we're good.
bro, I would trade him right
Well, you know what? You
now.
getting at least 2 firsts. You think you get at
Maybe.
least two firsts, and maybe like a fourth or fifth or something?
Yeah.
I think you could get 2 firsts from Max. He's still
Like
young.
that's tops. That's tops. I'd say if I was the Raiders, if we can get two firsts, that's cool. But if I can get a first, a third, and maybe a fifth, I'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with that.
He's
A
still young.
first,
He's not even 30 yet, I don't think.
yeah. So a first, a third this year, and a third next year, and then sprinkle in a fifth or a seventh or something like that, right? Some package like that. At least I can get picks in this draft, right?
And you
I
say
get more.
and you're freeing up cap space too. You're not having to pay
Yeah.
that money.
And then I get a relatively high pick next year,
I
third
mean,
round.
he's a
So
franchise guy who wants but like you're in rebuild mode. Like, why not? Like I know in hindsight,
yeah,
like, man, I don't want to like go with this freaking awesome pass rusher. Like I love Max Crosby, but like if you're Vegas, you got a new head coach, like might as well. Like you don't have any, you're not contending next year. So why not?
yeah. Then you think about to the Bucks.
I don't know about that. I
Yeah, I
haven't
don't
heard
think
anything
so.
about that. I don't
No, I
I
don't
could
think so.
I feel like the two big I
I
think the
like it, but I don't think so.
I think the Bears and the Colts are like probably going to make the biggest push. I've been seeing, and the Bears are trying to get other guys. They've been trying to get old Demario. They've been trying to get Demario Davis or was it? Yeah, I think it was Demario Davis or Cam Jordan, one of those guys. I forget, but
Shit, man, Cam Jordan's still good, bro. He's still good.
I met him when he was a rookie. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's good, man. Like I
but I
like him,
think,
man.
but I think
Man,
the Bears are really gonna make a big push for some defensive guys.
yeah, man, especially some pass rushers, dog. I would love that. That would put them probably
Oh,
close to where
they're
the
gonna be
Lions are, bro.
they're gonna be close to being in that driver's seat
Yep.
if they can lock up a guy or two like that. If you get a guy like Hendricks on like a 3-year deal or something, you're in the driver's seat in the North, in my
Yeah, yeah.
opinion. Get those. I mean, I've seen different names. New England's name is floated around. And I've seen a couple other ones. I think the Patriots make a lot of sense because they're not in the same division or anything. You can still trade them in the conference. I mean, it could be any number of teams that, I mean, New England's not going to have a favorable first round pick this year, though. If they were to do something like that, they're going to pick 31. So
Yeah, so you
if anything, Vegas will try to trade with someone who has a higher, maybe not a lottery pick, but probably in the top 15 at least.
yeah, so I don't know, man. But that's really what I'm looking forward to. What about you?
I mean, I'm curious about the draft. I want to see how this is going to shake. I want to see if the Raiders are really going to pull the trigger on Mendoza at 1, or if they're going to do something crazy and trade that number 1 pick and stockpile and just move back a few spots. Because I could see that happening too. Or does Vegas do what the Texans did and they get the second pick? They do a crazy freaking swap how freaking Houston got CJ Stroud and Will Anderson. You never know. I am really curious. I think there's some really crazy names in that top 10. I've been seeing Ruben Bain's name fall into New Orleans. I've seen Caleb Downs going at like 8 or 9. I think this year's draft is going to last year was crazy, but I think this year has potential to be crazier. Just like the different skill position guys that could like rise or fall, in my opinion. And just seeing how desperate some of these teams are, like teams that are kind of like on the bubble, like on the brink of being a Super Bowl contender, or if they make a bad pick or a bad move, they could, spiral out of control. Yeah, I mean, I
Mm,
I agree with stockpiling picks. I mean, but regardless, if the Raiders trade that pick, let's just say they trade. I mean, I have to look at the draft order, but let's say they trade their number 1 pick and they drop back like 3, 4 spots. You still have to go quarterback. You still have to draft your guy. It's just, do you want to draft him? Because everybody knows they want to get Mendoza, or that's just the media's pushing. Do you want to get him at 1, or are you convinced that you can move back a few spots, stockpile picks, and still get him? You know,
yeah, I mean, then you guys say work with the Rams in Washington. I mean, it did, but at the same time, if I'm the Raiders, man, you gotta get something. You gotta
you
get
gotta get something substantial if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, you gotta get if you're gonna trade back, you gotta get a bunch of first round picks, man.
Oh, at least 3.
Yeah,
At least 3. You
at
getting
least
this year,
three.
next year, and the year at depending on who the team is. You getting at least 3 firsts
Yeah,
easily.
so but if I'm them, you ain't necessarily drafted that well. Like, yeah, you got Tom Brady, but
I think he'll help a lot though. I think he'll like. I mean, he's not going to be directly in every decision, but I think it helps.
yeah, it does, man. But I think when it comes to drafting the quarterback, that's where you lean on Tom Brady.
Hmm.
That's where you lean on, right? But everything else, we don't need that. You don't need that. You just really need the quarterback. That's what the question you gotta ask Tom Brady. Can this guy be who you think he gonna be? And I like Mendoza, and for real, I don't think the Raiders really need a super difference maker at quarterback. I don't
So
think so.
I got the draft order here. So if we just talking, so obviously Vegas is at 1. You got the Jets at 2. Arizona's at 3. You got Tennessee at 4. The Giants round out the top 5. Then you go to 6, get the Browns. 7 is the Commanders. 8 is New Orleans. 9 of the Chiefs. That sounds so weird. And 10, you got Cincinnati. The only team that is that high I could see the Raiders trading back with is either New York or Arizona. Because we don't know what Arizona's going to do with Kyler. I'm assuming they're going to move on and try to ship him out of town. That's what I've been seeing. And are the Jets that needy that they're going to freaking do all that? I mean, Woody Johnson's the owner. They do some pretty boneheaded stuff sometimes. But I
Man,
don't see them trading back any further than pick 3. There's no other
yeah,
team that needs to get that high in the top 10.
yeah, and if you're like I said, if you're the Raiders, I would put money that they probably take Mendoza, right? And then the second team is
You got Jets at 2.
Okay, so the Jets are at 2. They need a whole lot of shit.
This
So
mock I see, they got him. They got. I don't think this will happen, but they got them taking that linebacker at Ohio State, Reese. They got them taking him at number 2. I don't know if that happens, but I doubt it.
nah, I wouldn't take him at fucking 2. I would
They got the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love at 3.
you know what? For the Jets, man, you gotta start with offensive line, man.
Because all you
Like,
got is what, that one guy you got, dude out of Missouri, Mimbu or whatever.
yeah,
They got Mimbu and Fashano. I think. Remember Fashano? I think from the year before's draft.
yeah, we probably doing a draft show, yeah.
Not yet. We'll probably the draft's gonna be in April, so I probably think we probably start doing draft like mocks and stuff maybe around March or so, give or
Yeah,
take.
so yeah, man. Um, so I'm thinking, well, if you already got an offensive lineman, then maybe you go quarterback.
But I
Maybe.
don't. But I don't think you draft. What other quarterback are you gonna draft that high though? I don't know if you need to reach at 2 for a quarterback if Mendoza's already off the board.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Like I think you just need one
They do.
you're in a situation where anybody who's in free agency is not going to come there.
No. Hey,
Like
they gotta
like
get.
it would have you would have to overpay to get somebody to play there because they are terrible. They have nobody. And then you fire a defensive minded coach just to bring in another defensive minded coach, right? And then you get rid of all of the defensive players that he built around. Sauce Gardner, Quentin Williams, a bunch of guys, right? So
You seen who they got as the OC now, huh?
who's the OC of the Jets?
Frank Reich.
Right. So when you think about that and you
He's a
think about the
quarterback developer.
success that he's had with quarterbacks, I think you take one. I don't think you take Carson Beck though. I'm not taking Carson
No, they
Beck.
go if they take anyone, probably Simpson. Honestly,
Yeah, I
Beck
would
ain't
take
going. Beck is not going that high at
no,
all.
no. I didn't see enough. So, but I seen enough from Ty Simpson to know that dude has some. He has it between the ears, and he's got some good pocket
He's
presence.
a lot closer to being pro rated than Carson Beck.
Yeah. So
Much closer.
yeah, and I think if you're talking pro ready, he might be the best one because he played in a pro style offense, sort of, right? And if you think about Mendoza, as much as good as he looked, he ain't gonna have those kind of weapons in Las Vegas.
Mm-mm.
So, and Ty Simpson is not gonna have those weapons in New York as he had at Alabama. But he worked with some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You said Klubnik for rookie of the year. Are you crazy?
Klubnik's got another year.
Yeah, Klubnik. I
He's
think he
coming
came
back.
back.
He's not going pro. He had a
Yeah,
horrible year. He's coming
yeah,
back, bro.
yeah.
And
Him.
Clemson's got good players coming back. He's not freaking
Yeah,
going pro.
yeah.
Hell no.
Klubnik. Fuck, who else, man? DJ Lagway. Dude from
He,
South Carolina. Like all of them dudes came back. So, yeah. But had they
Lagways.
played,
Lagways in Baylor. So
yeah, and I think he gonna light that shit up too. Hey, he gonna be like, man, fuck all of this read option. I'm not doing it.
I'm slinging it.
Dante Moore came
Dante
back.
Moore is coming back. And that's
Yeah,
why Dylan Raiola freaking committed to Oregon. And then Dante Moore said he was coming back.
yeah. So yeah. So if I'm the Jets, I'd probably go quarterback because you need something. You need something for the fans to get excited about
Mm-hmm.
because the team's still gonna be terrible. And then Arizona's at 3. So if they're at 3, I'm thinking,
I'm going Love or probably an offensive line, like a tackle or something.
yeah, yeah, I would do that. I would do that. Or create a good safety combination and Buda Baker
And
and
Downs.
Caleb Downs.
I don't know if he goes top 3, but there's a possibility.
I mean,
I
dude.
think I think the Giants take him at 5 probably.
I mean, I could see that too, but I just think, man, if you're Arizona, man, one thing that they when they were really good, they had a good ass secondary, man. You had Peterson on one side, Cromartie on the other one, Antrell Roll, and Kerry Wood, right?
Yeah, the entire Matthew too at one point.
Yeah, so like you had a really good secondary. When you were good, that's what you hung your hat on.
Adrian
So
Wilson too.
yeah, yeah, Adrian Wilson. Yeah, I can't forget about him. Yeah, so you had a lot of good, man. When and even back in the day, you had Aeneas Williams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pat Tillman was more of a linebacker, but he played a little
He
safety
was
at
good
times.
too, bro.
Yeah, he played a little safety too, man. So and then you go even further, you had Roger Worley and Larry Wilson, right? So
Mhm.
the Cardinals' history has been rooted in having a good ass secondary, right? So for me, man, I would go after somebody that's not
More of a sure
not
thing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He got more questions drafting somebody else than with Caleb Downs. I feel
Oh,
like Caleb Downs can do a lot.
but
He he can do a lot.
I will say if you go get Jeremiah Love, you're set for a while. If you got quarterback problems, at least you got a freaking bell cow, bro.
Yeah, but you end up with the same situation you got in Oakland right now. You ain't got no offensive line.
Yeah, you go tackle them.
Like I guess, but then you shortchanging yourself on defense. So like when you're on these top three teams, man, you need some shit. Like
Sometimes you really just gotta go for best player available. Depending
yeah,
on like
and if you're drafting three, I think the best player available is probably Caleb Downs, right? And it don't help you as much as far as scoring points or whatever, but you start building a defense that you can interchange your stuff, you know?
the Jaguars need.
Blake Bortles, are you serious, bro?
I mean,
Why you just couldn't say Mark Brunell?
those teams were better than the blue. Well, the Jags had a good defense in 17, but they already commented saying that Hunter is going to be a full time corner, and they're going to run him in special packages at receiver, which should have been the deal from jump. Like I
Yeah,
don't, his
bro.
route running's ugly. It's
Yeah.
sloppy.
It's ridiculous. It's terrible. And I'm like, yo, I get it, man. He's one in a generation type talent, man. But we gave it a go in year one.
If you ain't got it, you ain't got it, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, we gave it a go in year one, and it ain't worked for real, man. But I already told you, I said he was a better corner than receiver.
We both said that.
So I was like, dude, you ain't getting off. You trying to go against Patrick Surtain with them route running skills? You ain't getting off the line, buddy. You ain't getting off of shit. And then you end up we got the knee injury. So
Mm-hmm.
now, how good are you after that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But they should be all right. I like what Cohen did with Trevor Lawrence. He actually looked like a number one pick this year.
He
Uh
wasn't having to run around everywhere either.
yeah, so he looked good. Look
We'll see.
good, man. So I think that's set. I think if you're the Jaguars, man, I think you go after another corner, man.
Bro,
Just
you're gonna need another running back if they don't retain ETN.
oh, they gonna keep him. They gonna keep
I don't think so, bro. Not from what I'm
him.
hearing. They
Man, they
letting
gonna
them.
keep him because that's Trevor Lawrence right hand man. You can't get you can't get that. You can't get rid of that.
Telling you, bro.
You can't get rid of your right hand man. I mean, tight end would be cool. I mean, I gotta do my research on tight end this year, but um, I don't know. But I do think that it's such a deep draft for running backs this year. I think it'll be all right, man.
And they're not expected to use their franchise tag on him. So he's
Why would
probably.
do that anyway?
I'm
That's
saying, I'm
like
saying,
25
if they're already talking about franchise tag and they're not willing to do it, means they're gonna let him walk. So I've already heard of teams. I
million.
already heard of teams that were interested in him.
Shit, then that's cool, man. You should be drafting high enough to get a Maya Hardy from Mizzou, and I
I don't
like
think I
that.
don't, I don't think he goes in the first round though.
Oh, a Maya Hardy? Are you crazy? He's the third best. He's probably the second best running back in the draft this year, man. And if Love goes top three, and you need a running back that can pass, block, catch, and run between the tackles, yeah, yeah. If the
Well,
Broncos got a chance to draft Ahmad Hardy, they probably take him. If who else need a running back, man? If
we'll
I'm
see.
the Jaguars, if I got a chance to draft them, I would. Buffalo need a running back, especially if Cook leave.
I
So
haven't seen him anywhere in the first round yet. We'll see.
man, don't believe these mock drafts sometime, man. They
I
be
don't solely go
hating.
off of that, but I don't
They
solely go
be
off that.
hating. They
Did
be
Caden,
hating.
did Caden Proctor declare? Because I keep seeing his name.
Shit, he should. Big as hell. He might as well. Somebody pick his ass in the first round. He's 6'8", 300 pounds. Somebody picking him in the first round.
Why would ETN go to the Bucks when they have Bucky Irving? They're not doing
Yeah,
that.
nah, that don't work.
Y'all got Bucky Irving, bro. Why would they waste money?
Yeah, that don't work.
I've heard the Saints. I heard the Saints might be pushing for ETN, which would be a good fit actually.
That would be good because Kamara and him do the same shit. So you run that two back set, you can fuck some shit up with that. So
I've seen them getting mocked to get Jordan Tyson. Now that would be having Tyson and
yeah,
Olave.
I
That's
like Tyson.
nasty.
I like
And
Tyson.
the way he plays, playing with Shuck, that seems like a pretty good fit too. Jeremiah Love's going top 10, bro. Easy.
Yeah, and I would, if I was a betting person, I would say probably top 5.
Well,
Probably.
Cardinals at 3. I've seen him.
Yep.
The Titans are at 4. They're not taking a running back. Giants are at 5. I don't think they go running back, even though they probably should.
Well,
they could, but I just don't.
The Titans taking a running back is not as far fetched as you think, man.
No, but they do need some help on defense too, though.
Yeah, but you can stockpile that shit later, bro. Like, I think you need some help. You need somebody in that backfield that can, move the chains a little bit, take the pressure off of Cam Ward.
I think Pollard went for 1,000 yards.
That's right. They do got Pollard too, man.
So if they don't take him, you got the Giants at 5. I don't know. They could, but I don't think they do it. Cleveland's at 6. They're not going running back.
Nah, because they just drafted him.
The Commanders are at 7. They're gonna go receiver, bro. I keep seeing
Cardell. That's the best spot for Jordan Tyson, in my opinion.
Well, I keep seeing Cardell Tate going there, but we'll see.
Oh my God, why do they love him so much?
He is good though. He is
good, but
and then you got New Orleans at 8, which they probably gonna go receiver. I feel like I don't think they're going offensive line again. Chiefs the Chiefs at 9. If Love falls that far, the Chiefs are gonna take him. Chiefs will take Love if he's still on the board at 9. I don't think it happens.
Everybody gonna be mad at the other team because why y'all let him get to there?
What do you mean nobody else could have took him? You gonna let him go there?
Like when they won the Super Bowl and they got Xavier Worthy and the Bills needed a receiver, but they chose dude from Florida State. I was like, are you serious?
Me and you both looked at each other, but the freaking Niners did the same thing.
I was like,
the Niners did the same thing when they took Pearsall. We're like, yo, what?
I was like, dog. I was like, and that's what made me mad.
This is what we doing?
Yo, Y'all got three receivers that do the same thing. You got Jennings,
I'm
IU, and
scared.
now you got
I'm gonna
Kershaw.
be I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of scared that happens though. I feel like that's I don't know. I'm scared that's gonna happen. He gonna slide. If he slides to 9 and they take him, bro, I'm gonna be so mad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like just somebody do it out of spite. Somebody either jump them or take him before. Like just do that.
Yeah,
Cause like
man.
we not ready for
Telling
that.
you, I'm telling you, man. People sleep on Amaya Hardy, bro. They sleep. That dude, nice, man. He is nice, bro. So I want to see who gonna like take him, cause I think it's a lot of people kind of with your mindset about it, like oh I haven't seen him in the top five, or
No,
I
and
haven't seen him.
I'm not saying he can't go first round. I think he's a first round talent. But sometimes I mean, we've been covering the draft. We've been watching on all our lives, but we've been covering the draft for this will be like the third year. And like it really just depends on the vibe.
Yeah,
How do these first few picks turn out? Because I feel like certain teams, and I'm pretty sure you would agree with this, I feel like teams go in with a certain mindset. But after a few picks or whatever, and you start getting a gauge of like where teams are at and who's talking about moving up and people doing this and that, like that can kind of change that. I feel like it's more likely to happen now than it was like 5 years ago. Barely anybody was going that high. I think the thing that changed that was when Bijan went like 3. And now it's like people are starting to go, okay, well, we can take running backs high again. Because I feel like
yeah,
before that, they weren't really doing that as much.
yeah. But what I meant by like people under that type of mindset, man, is that
Hardy's not going at 9, bro.
well,
I
man,
don't know.
I'm telling you, man, because all right. So when you think about running backs going in the top 10, bro, you have to be able to do everything. And I think the fact, like, if he went anywhere else but Mizzou, right? I think you would probably be like, okay, cool. But it's the fact that he came into the SEC and had some pretty good success, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially early. He was like the number one running back in the country in terms of yards early
Mm-hmm.
on, right? Then you play the Georgias and the LSUs and shit. And, obviously those teams are a little bit more equipped to stop you. But I feel like, man, if he can do that and still have about 100 yards, like a flashy back, or we gonna
Dude,
forget about?
they had Edwards Hilaire, bro. He could catch and run.
Well, we gonna forget about
Jamal Charles.
yeah, we gonna forget about Jamal Charles, man.
Jamal Charles was a beast,
What you
bro.
talking about, man? They had some good ass running backs, man.
You
Then you
hit
had
on Charles.
McCluster too.
Then
McCluster.
you had McCluster and you had what's the other dude with the dreads, Cam? I know his name. I see his face. He went to Cleveland. They brought him back. What is his freaking
Oh,
name?
Kareem Hunt.
You had him too.
Yeah. So
And
I
then
don't
you
know what
draft and
you're
then
talking
you
about,
draft
man.
and then you drafted Hilaire. They've
You
had
got some
good
good ass running backs up in there,
they've
man.
hit on running backs the last 20 years. Yeah. Yeah, Charles is great, bro. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
Smith were great together.
The,
Oh
the
my god.
Chiefs, the Chiefs always kept some running backs, bro.
Mm-hmm. The
They
last
had running backs.
since 2000,
Yeah,
they had
even
Johnson and Priest Holmes on the same team. Then Priest
even
Holmes
back in the
leaves
day,
them.
they had some good ass running backs. Have you heard about
Okoye,
Marty Ball? You
yeah.
can't talk about Marty Ball without having a running back. Okay?
Or you got the bowling ball Okoye until
Yeah,
Atwater put
so
him on his ass.
so yeah, man. The Chiefs always had some running backs. Now they had some
Hmm.
good ones too. So
But
I
I
think
am ready for the draft though. I think the draft's gonna be really fun. And I think
yeah, it'll be
we're gonna do a
fun.
lot of coverage on that. We'll probably try to. We didn't really get to cover the combine the last few years. I'm hoping that me and you can try to do something like that this year. I think we both really enjoy the combine, and you'll see when a lot of these guys they won't go to the combine, but they'll go pro day and all that. They already did the Senior Bowl and all that. So I will say I'm not being biased at all. Nussmeier was fully healthy and he played really good in that Senior Bowl. Like being that he came out and said he was hurt all year. And now he's 100% healthy and he looked really good. I'm not saying he's a first round pick, but like I think somebody could get a nice project at quarterback with someone like that.
Yeah, man. Like I like Nussmeyer. I just thought they weren't using him well. Like I just think, like, dude, if your team is not running the ball well. Shit, man, throw that
Open that
shit
shit up.
50 times. Throw
let's
that
run.
shit 50 times,
Let's
bro.
run a. Let's do a Mike Leach offense. Let's just sling it. You got the
Yeah,
talent. Ain't like you ain't got shortage of receivers.
yeah, y'all got all that talent, and you got the alien and Trey Green, so you might as well just throw that shit up there. Stop playing. Like, but it does affect everything when you are hurt, you know.
He was saying like he couldn't like throw that ball at full strength at all. It was all in his core,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that kills your freaking delivery and how you can put the ball. So I'm curious to see. I think this draft's gonna be really good.
They could go first round receiver, but I
I
doubt
don't
it.
think no. They got good receivers in this draft. They could
I
get
doubt
one
it.
in a they can get one on day two. They don't need a that'd be a waste on day one. I think they got
I
other
think
areas of need.
I think if they don't go anything on defense, like
They
best
go
player
running back.
available on defense, the next thing is running back, and then after that is offensive line.
That's what I was about to say. Because you got to
Yeah,
protect Patrick because he was running for his life all
yeah.
year.
That's why
He
he
was
got hurt,
running
man.
everywhere, dog. Like he was every time I seen him, he was like running to the sideline, trying to freaking just throw it, trying to get rid of it. So,
Yeah, man. So yeah, so that's what I think for the Chiefs right now. Like that
what
would
do you?
be
Ooh, question. What do you think the Rams need? Because that's a team that's locked and loaded, bro. That defense is good. You have good weapons. I probably think they need another receiver. I wouldn't take one in round one, but I think you need another guy. You're good at running back. Stafford had his best year ever. He's willing to come back. They don't have a whole lot of holes on that team. The
I
Rams have a
would
good team.
my brother says that, they need a cornerback. And I tend to agree.
Yeah.
I think they need one. I think they need that guy that shuts down one side of the field, right?
Yep.
I think you need that. They
No, they
definitely
don't.
don't need they
No,
don't
they
need
don't.
no linebacker, bro.
Dude, that front seven, they're set. The front seven's
Yeah,
good.
they
The
don't
only
need no
question marks,
linebacker.
the only question marks I feel like they have are in the secondary,
Yeah.
and you need another stud number two. So if you could draft a guy on day two at receiver, because Kyron Williams is a good running back, you're good there. You're
And you
good at
got Corum
quarterback.
too.
You got Corum. The offensive line's not bad. Nakua is there. You just need another difference maker at receiver. I feel like if you're not going to go
Like,
receiver, you go
like,
secondary.
like you need somebody that do what Cooper Cup did, just slicing up the
You need.
secondary
I feel like they
in the
need a
middle.
speed. I think they need a speed guy.
That's what I'm saying. Well, Cooper Cup's not like stupid fast,
No, but
but
a guy who can move the chains, or if you need him to go deep, he can go deep too. Like you
yeah,
need.
that's what I'm saying. They need somebody like that, bro. That's like it beat you underneath and over the top, man. They need somebody like that. I
What
wish
about
that
the?
dude. I wish that dude from Georgia Tech was coming out, man. The dude caught like
He's
21
good,
yards
bro.
at
That's my
FIU.
dog. That's my dog. I love him.
You
What
need
about
just draft him, bro.
since we're
Like,
talking about teams that are contenders, what do you think about Buffalo? Because I mean, it really all hinges on do they re-sign Cook? Because if they've re-signed James Cook, you're really good there. You need weapons. You don't have enough weapons. You don't have enough receivers,
no,
and the ownership doesn't seem to
no,
be comfortable with Keon Coleman. It doesn't seem like they really want him. And
no,
you were relying on Brandon Cooks at the end in a playoff game, which should never be the case. You
not
need
right now.
no, not at this point in his career.
No, not right now.
But
So,
if they get
uh,
Cook back, I think they really need receiver. Like you good at tight end. You got Dawson Knox, you got Kincaid. Like
yeah,
Allen needs some help. They do need defense too, though. I will say they do need help
yeah,
on
but
defense.
that first round pick should probably be a
He needs
receiver.
a he needs a he needs a guy, bro. He hasn't
Yeah,
had a guy since Diggs left. He hasn't had that guy.
yeah, and as good as Diggs was, man, Diggs caught a lot of passes, man. But if you looked at his yards per catch, it wasn't that high.
They were more intermediate catches. They were more like move the chains
Yeah,
catches, and then he gets yards after catch. Like how you always say he has that burst after he catches the ball.
yeah.
They
So
weren't game changing passes.
yeah, so you need somebody like that that's gonna take the top off of defense, man. Like everybody can't get a Calvin Johnson. Okay,
No.
they don't make those on trees, right? But what you can draft is a guy that is good at separating, bro. Like you look at Devontae Adams, man. He is not the fastest. He's most certainly not the biggest receiver, but he always open. Always.
Yep.
Always open, man. And you need somebody like that, man. Now I like Coleman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's more of a red zone threat than anything. Like
So
he can go up and get that one.
I don't I don't know about this free agent class. It seems okay. So like if I'm just looking at big names that stand out, like we talked about Walker, you talked about Hendrickson, Khalil Mack's an impending free agent. He's older.
Goddamn, Khalil Mack a free agent. Oh yeah, sign me up. Sign me up. Dude,
Let's see.
like almost 40, and he still got double digit sacks.
Well, Bobby Wagner's an impending free agent too. He can still ball out at his age.
100 tackles, and he 40.
Demario Davis is an impending free agent. He's still good.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is a free agent. I don't think he's going nowhere, but never
Nah, I
know.
wouldn't, man. Like, come on,
You
man.
got
Like,
Jamel Dean. He's
oh,
available. George Pickens is available.
yeah,
Devin Lloyd. That's a good one.
yeah.
Let's see. Who else? They got Linderbaum from Baltimore.
Oh shit. I need,
Travis
I gotta
Kelsey.
keep him, man. Shit, he about to
You
break
got to.
through. We got.
Mark Andrews.
Damn, word. No, word that dude. No, he ain't a free agent.
Yeah.
No, he just signed a new deal.
They've got him listed. I'm on Pro Football Focus right now.
Damn, he just signed a new deal. I could have sworn he just signed one because I made a short about it the other day. Now, unless it was just like a 1 year extension or whatever, but I'm pretty.
Maybe I don't know.
I
But
gotta
that's
look
like the
that one
last
up.
Brees Hall's an independent free agent. Jawan Jennings.
Mike Evans going. Mike Evans going to Houston. Nah.
Why would he go there when he can't even get the ball? Stroud's gonna throw it to the other team more than he's gonna throw it to him. Why would he go there?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either,
The only
man.
place, if this is my thing, and we talked about it like a few weeks ago, and I don't see it happening. If Mahomes wasn't coming off an ACL and he was healthy week 1, I could see him going to Kansas City. I could see that, but I don't think he leaves Tampa. But that would be a place that I'd be like,
Yeah,
imagine
man. Look, you can't just leave Tampa, bro.
you kind of have to stay.
Yeah, you got a championship and like 10,000 yards, bro. And you about to get your number retired there, bro. Like, dude, you did something that Gerald McCoy is like pissed off that he couldn't do, bro. Because Gerald McCoy was good as fuck with them, and
Hell yeah,
they just like discount all of his greatness because he didn't really win a Super Bowl, you know. So like
he's
when
not
you're
going to.
good,
He wouldn't go. I mean, I get the hometown thing, but Houston's a more unfavorable situation
yeah,
than
man,
Tampa by a lot.
I wouldn't do that, man. Plus the
I'm
Bucks,
gonna go play with a
plus,
quarterback who throws to the other team a whole lot.
plus
Like,
the Bucks, plus the Bucks about to probably be third in the NFC South, bro. So
yeah, because I don't even, dude. It's up in the air because Carolina looks good. The Saints are ahead of schedule. They won like 6. They're in the top. They're like pick 8 or 9, but they ended up rattling off like 6 wins. The Falcons, we don't know what you're gonna get from them, so I don't
all,
know, bro.
all I can tell you is offensively they gonna be better than they were last year, bro. Like, because Stefanski, as crazy as that whole scenario was,
If he gets Kyle Pitts involved, that's over with.
yeah.
If he gets Kyle Pitts involved with those other guys, Atlanta's winning some games, bro.
I
Now,
mean,
the one that first round picks,
just because they got cap space don't mean anything,
it
bro.
doesn't mean you can't. It's not like,
You still have to be a desired destination,
it's
bro.
not even that, but you have to make good signings. Look at us.
Yeah,
We had all the cap space last year, but we made really good key fits as to why we made a run at a Super Bowl because they signed really good guys on defense that fit the system. So
yeah,
you can
man.
have cap space and completely tank because you
Yeah,
suck at signing guys.
look at what the Seahawks did. The Seahawks had crazy cap room after Geno left. They got crazy. So you
But
get the quarterback you
they
want.
drafted really well too, though.
I mean, they drafted well, but you supplemented that with pretty good signings. Cooper Cup, right?
Yep.
Gets you
And Darnold.
500 yards. You got the quarterback who
Yep.
maybe threw a lot of interceptions, but that's okay. He still made good plays, right?
Yep.
That's a way better situation than you had with Gino, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get DeMarcus Lawrence on a nice little deal too, right? And that just helps you on the defensive
You
line.
can have cap space all day, but if you make bad signings or if you're not a favorable like market, like it kind of hint like if you're not a favorable market, like you really got to be careful with the money you spend because if you freaking
Yeah,
tank, bro, like
Dan Snyder.
oh man, and I didn't feel like Washington was a bad spot. Got rich history, 3 Super Bowls, like good teams, but
But
like
100 million for Albert Hainsworth?
I knew that was gonna be a bad thing though. I had a feeling.
The
Like
the fuck? The fuck was you thinking, bro? Oh my god, that was terrible.
bro, but they
Adam
had, but
Archuleta,
hey,
bro.
that,
No.
but that era, they made some very quick. Like when they got McNabb at the end, I'm like, dude, like what were you trying to accomplish at that point? Like, what are we doing?
We got your quarterback, Philly. We didn't want him anyway.
We got Vic and Kevin Cobb.
Like we don't want him anyway, bro. They had some rough signings, bro.
They
And don't
didn't
get me
draft
wrong,
for it. They
Adam
didn't draft for it.
Archuleta was good.
Yeah, but that was too late.
Yeah.
That was way too late. That
Yeah.
was too late. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
They hit on some draft picks. Like you hit on Clinton Portis, you hit on Sean Taylor,
Nah,
you hit on LaRon Landry.
I really think Mark Ingram, I'm not Mark Ingram, but Mark Andrews, I really think he signed a new deal. I don't think he's a free agent. Bro.
Even if he is, I don't see him going nowhere. He's gonna stay in
Nah.
Baltimore. I don't see him
Bro, he was
going.
the all-time leading receiver, bro. You can't leave. You're number one. Like, and you're gonna keep getting the ball because like you like the only one that catches the motherfucker.
But I definitely, I fully anticipate, and Daniel Jones is a free agent too. So I think the Colts are gonna ride with him, even coming off that injury. But I fully anticipate the Bears. I fully anticipate the Bears to really knock it out of the park because they drafted great. They had a great season, and I fully anticipate them to hit those areas of need in free agency. We thought the Colston Loveland draft pick was a horrible one.
That turned out to be way
he
better
turned out
than
to
I
be,
thought.
dude. Me and you looked at each other like, wait, what? Huh? I looked at you. I'm like, Tyler Warren's still there. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what the hell are we doing? I'm like, what?
That's why they get paid the big bucks. Because I didn't see that shit coming. But I do think they should be interested in a running back or a corner.
I seen in another mock that Pittsburgh is mock taking Simpson, but I don't see him falling that far to them.
Wait, Ty Simpson?
Maybe they don't not sold on Will Howard. Even though I kind of want to see them kind of try him out though. But then you got and then you got things that Rodgers is considering coming back, which is so funny because of all the beef him and Mike McCarthy had in Green Bay.
Yeah,
that was so bad. They freaking hated
but you gotta think though, man. It's like the Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones situation where it's like, well, I mean, technically you didn't win without me, and I didn't win without you. Let's try to run this back somewhere else.
Let's try to get. Somebody said they got the white Mike Tomlin now.
Well, here's my thing though. This is why that coaching hire was kind of interesting because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, all right, every time they've hired a new coach, which is like 60 years with only three guys.
It's only the fourth guy. So
yeah, so everybody they've hired has been younger.
Yeah, because Tomlin was an assistant. He was a defensive coordinator in Minnesota, and he was in like his 30s, I think, like late 30s maybe.
And then Cowher wasn't that old either.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, fucking
Chuck Noll had been there forever though.
Yeah, but Chuck Noll wasn't even that old when he got the job. So I was thinking, I was like, yo, why they go older?
I think it was the safest pick though, Cam, because you knew like I think they went safe because they can't you gotta understand you know how much of a talking point that is for a brand. It's like, yo, We've been around for 60, 70 years. We've only had 3 head coaches. We're tied for the most Super Bowls in NFL history. If they take a swing and they miss and they whiff, like that kills that credibility. Like, I'm not gonna say instant, like kills it all, but it's a blemish that people are like, like, do I really want to go to Pittsburgh? Like, do I want to take that chance? I think Pittsburgh's seen Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's a Super Bowl winning head coach. Not a bad head coach by any means. Offensive mind. He's won or been competitive everywhere he's been.
Man.
Go with that guy. He's already got familiarity. Maybe we can get Rodgers back. He can get some more out of the offense that we've been able to get because their defense is good. Maybe
their defense is good, man.
But they were dumb as hell for trading Minkah Fitzpatrick for Jalen freaking Ramsey. Yeah, that was dumb. Cool. That was so dumb. Why would you get rid of every defense has a glue guy, Cam? Like how Baltimore's got Roquan Smith. That's your glue guy. Pittsburgh, Minkah Fitzpatrick is your glue guy.
But why would you trade him? You trade him back to the team. You got him.
That was so weird. I remember. I don't know if I told you that. I said, "Hey, he's back in Miami." You're like, whoa, what? What you mean he's back in Miami? Like, how'd that go? Like,
I was like, what the? Like, that's where you say the fuck. Why would you do that, man? Like,
and then they bring Ramsey in and they put him at safety, which was so weird. I'm like, why would you take the chance?
But you know what's crazy, man? As good as Ramsey has been at corner, bro, I would have put him at safety to begin with.
Yeah, because after he left Jacksonville.
Yeah, after he left Jacksonville, I would have put him at safety to begin with.
Because he was good in LA corner, but safety made more sense though.
Because he's good in pass coverage. He's long as hell. He like 6'3", 6'4", or some shit like that. He's long as hell, and he's not afraid to tackle. That like screams Charles Woodson with the Packers, bro. Remember Charles Woodson was a corner for a while, and then he switched to safety.
When he got to Green, like when at the end of Oakland and in Green Bay.
Yeah, so that's what I would have did.
We're talking about offseason. The team that is obviously abysmal, but has such a weird situation as Cleveland. You go out and you get Monken, which is a weird hire for me to start with, because nobody.
He's the head coach, ain't he?
Yeah, he's the head coach now.
Oh Jesus!
So you get Monken, which Monken said when he was in Baltimore that he wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders in like one of the later rounds. He wanted to draft him. So he goes there with Shedeur because he likes him. And they got the defense is great. Got like a top 5 defense.
Yeah,
the defense is insane.
Good.
And it's like, but like, where do you go? Because it's like you just had an offensive minded head coach, but I feel like he kind of was strapped to a chair. Like he couldn't do anything. Like I feel like they wouldn't let him do what he wanted. And it's like now it's like, okay, well, your defense is great. You got a few pieces. Like, what are you gonna do now though? Like
I tell you what though, their defense was good, but their defense was good because of one man.
Myles Garrett.
No. Jim Schwartz had them boys playing good.
Yeah, but he left. He left.
And now he mad because he got passed over for the head coach's job.
I would have taken Schwartz. That made the most sense. He's already in the freaking building. He's already in the building. He had prior success in a place that sucks to freaking be in. That's hard to win in, Detroit. And you keep the guy in there that's keeping the defense relevant. Like, they're great. Like, that's a Cleveland thing to do, though. Like, what are we doing? Like, I would have kept Schwartz in a heartbeat.
Like, yo. And then they passed up on him twice because he was the guy before Stefanski got there.
Yep.
So I'm like, yo, I wouldn't stay neither. I'm not finna be your puppet. You're not finna make me the bridesmaids of this motherfucker. I'm not.
And there's rumors that Schwartz could end up in Vegas as their DC. Oh my god!
Oh, love that,
bro. You got Kubiak as the head coach. That's an offensive mind. You got Schwartz running the defense. All you got to do is just put the right pieces. That team is gonna be good.
Telling you, man.
But Cleveland.
We got Tom Brady as like the assistant liaison.
It's a chess piece though. It's a thing like, hey, we got this guy in the building helping us make decisions. How about you come Yeah, but dude, and they got dude from
So,
LSU too in the secondary.
so
He's a
the,
freaking
the
baller.
Bucks, so the Bucks at 15, man. Look, if I'm them, man, I'm trying to get me an offensive line. I'm
Yeah, he need
going
protection.
offensive lineman because you need to protect Baker Mayfield. All
He
right.
made some bad decisions down the stretch too.
Yeah, that's true, but you still gotta protect him, man. But he's a gunslinger, bro.
He's
You
Brett
gonna
Favre.
make, yeah, you gonna make some bad decisions here and there, but it's gonna work more than it doesn't. You just would like it not to be, game on the line, throwing across the body, right? You wouldn't want to do that, but you gotta
Yeah.
protect him, man. So I would,
Wait, okay. If you're the Bengals are at 10. What do they do?
man. I'm trading. I'm
You trading
trading.
back?
I'm trading back, bro. I'm trading back and get me some more draft capital, man, so we can actually draft some offensive linemen.
Get good ones. This is a decent class too. They got some good offensive linemen in this class. Boy,
Yeah,
I get Caden Proctor. I'd get a
you
big
know
dude like
what?
that on tackle, bro. I would
You
definitely get him.
you you know what? If I'm really gonna stay at 10, I would probably do that because the last lineman they got from Alabama was pretty fucking good. They had
That's your
Jonah
number one
Williams,
priority. You need help
Jonah
on you
Williams,
need yep.
and Andre Smith back in the day. So like,
You
I
need defense, but you gotta protect your chess piece. You gotta protect No, they don't need they got Trent Brown or not Trent Brown, forget his name, but he's good.
Yeah, he
I
went to
forget, yeah.
Illinois. He was good. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Chase
good. They're
Brown had
good.
him over there.
Chase Brown, that's what it was. I feel like you go offensive line, and I feel like the whole rest of the draft, defense. Just defense the whole rest of
Yeah,
the draft. You
yeah,
have to you got to rebuild the roster. And at least if you
yeah.
draft a bunch of defensive guys and you hit on them, at least they're all on rookie contracts.
Yeah, you gotta fix that defense, baby. That's terrible. You shouldn't be scoring 40 points and giving up 45, bro. Like at that point, you're not even trying. You're not even
But
trying.
the Saints had the same thing though. We've seen it. It's not an uncommon thing that happens.
Yeah, but man, look, like y'all gave people
But
a
but
real hard 40, bro.
But
Like,
like I think the major difference between those Saints teams and the Bengals, both historically bad defenses. Those Saints defenses with Rob Ryan were horrible. The difference is though, Breeze had better protection than Burrow. Burrow has no freaking protection, and they
yeah,
freaking go out
dude,
and
sure.
they get Orlando Brown, and they still freaking can't protect them.
You got dude from Georgia. He like 6'8".
Amarius Mims.
Yeah, like he
I
was
don't know how
good.
much he played, but I thought he was okay.
I like him, bro. I like fuck it, man. I just think y'all they playing too wide open.
if
Like I just think,
if you're not going to hit on defense, you got to protect them. At least the offense will keep you in the game, and he's healthy. We've seen what he can do when he's healthy. Burrow's a
yeah,
top 3 quarterback when healthy, but if you can't protect him, what do you got?
yeah, man. But I still think they play a little bit too wide open sometimes.
Yeah,
And I get it. I get it. You got two really good studs that
you got 2 ones.
yeah, but I think you just play too wide open, man, because you got you mentioned the other lineman and then you mentioned Mims, right? Those are road graders.
Realistically, like, you could run the ball, but they could conserve their offense, and they could run like a Patriot style offense. Like when they had Brady, like they would take shots, but they would just pick you apart. Like they'll just chew on you and chew on you and chew on you. I just get first down, first down, first down. I don't even have to go deep on you. I'm just gonna pick you apart because I got weapons. I don't have to go deep all the time. You know what I mean? And I can run the ball and I can get the running backs involved in the pass game. Like you have to. I agree with what you mean.
Yeah, it's just like it seemed like you're stretching it thin, man, just a little bit, and you're taking what your lineman can do really well, man. And I think that you could really do some good if you just let Mims and the other guy just really road grade, man. Because when you're like 6'8", 350, man,
Big
and
dude.
you just lay on people like in the fourth quarter, man, I get it. You want Burrow to pass for like 5,000 every year, right? To get your investment in that passing game, right? Because you spent a lot of money on Burrow and you spent a lot of money on Chase and Higgins. So I'm like, I get it, but you have to like run the ball better, man. Because think about everybody else in the division, man. The Steelers run their ball heavily. Then you
Awesome.
got us. We run the ball heavily. Hell, the
Cleveland
Browns
too.
run the ball heavily. They like the only team that really
Just like
pass the
pass heavy.
ball more than they run, And yeah, it got you to a Super Bowl, but how long? How many years Burrow been there? Burrow been there?
So
Like,
he was drafted. This is year 6, I believe.
yeah.
Year 6.
And how many of them 6 years
Has
you
he
done had to
played?
carry him off of the field?
Shit, at least 4.5 to 5.
Yeah. So
You're not learning from your mistakes.
something's got to change.
You're not drafting good, or it's not just drafting. You're not developing your drafted players that great either. I wouldn't have taken Shamar Stewart where they took him last year. And he had a great combine, and I mean, you wasn't going to know that, but I don't know if I would have taken him there because I don't know. We'll see. But he was already late in the process anyway because of the stupid stuff with the contract.
Yeah,
So,
so I would have taken him there because coming into this season, you needed something on defense, right?
well,
I
you
just I just think you if you're the Bengals, you made that situation way harder than it
well,
needed.
and now we'll see. Now the bad thing is you don't know what he's going to be like going forward. What if he doesn't turn out to be a great pass rusher? Okay, he's gone. Guess what? Hendrickson's gone. You traded Logan Wilson, who was like your best tackler on defense. He's gone. You have nobody now. Jesse Bates has been gone like 2-3 years. Like you have nothing to go off of. You have to give. Look, if you're gonna go offensive line first, I would completely understand, but you have to go defensive heavy. And whoever's making these decisions and who's evaluating these players for Cincinnati, y'all really need to take your time and figure out what y'all want to do with defense because this is not sustainable. Like
And
he signed that deal, but I promise you, if y'all keep freaking bombing in the draft, because you can't do anything in free agency, you're strapped. You're very strapped for cash with the salary cap. So if you keep bombing in the draft, he's gonna demand a trade after a year or two. If you don't do anything, he's gonna make you get him out of there.
yeah,
Regardless if he's from there, he's gonna want out. We all know how that goes, bro. We've seen it a million times.
yeah,
Stud quarterback gets no
ain't
help.
nobody finna get beat up every year, bro. Don't nobody want to do that.
He
It
won't
be
pull an
cold
Andrew.
there.
He
It
won't
be
pull
cold there. Nobody gonna get beat up like that.
he won't pull an Andrew Luck and retire, but he will demand a trade, and you will trade him.
Yeah,
You
man.
will trade him.
But the for Terry though, the best tight end is probably Eli Stowers,
Yeah, it's not a
from
great tight
Vanderbilt.
end class. Last year had a really good tight end class,
Yeah,
but that tight end
Harold Fannon's like the best one. And he was picked fourth round.
I just don't know why they're still dealing with Njoku at this point. Get rid of him.
Yeah, but I think he can be a good pickup for somebody though.
Fannon's a baller though.
But Fannin, oh man,
Fannin is like, and they're not the same player, but like when Atlanta took Kyle Pitts, what we thought like Kyle Pitts was going to be, like what is Harold Fannon's going to end up being. Like he's going to be that dude. They're just going to feed the ball to him. All like what they should have did in Atlanta. That's what they're going to do in Cleveland. Like they got Judy and he's really good,
he
but
cold, man.
they're gonna feed the hell out of Fannin. He is good,
He
bro. He
cold,
led the
dog.
nation. I want to say he led the nation in receptions.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Receptions and well, I don't know if yards,
Not
but maybe
so.
yards too. But
I
but he
know it
was
was
cold,
receptions.
man.
He's good. He
He was
was with Bowling
nasty,
Green.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like receiver numbers at tight end, dog. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, if this was the late days, they would have kept him a secret. They've been like, say him an eighth round pick, bro. We gonna
Yeah, I
get
know,
him
like
in the eighth
16
round.
round. Get him way later. But they
Yeah,
have.
like yo, yo,
But
yo, yo, yo.
this
Like,
is my
don't
thing with
even tell nobody.
this is my thing with the Browns though. I don't know what else you got. Any other discussions? But like the Browns just need
Like Jared,
competent. The Browns just need competent people in the building. They have a lot of talent. They really do, Cam. Like they have a lot of talent. Cleveland has talent. They just need competent people running that organization and running the team. And organizing and running the players on the field. But them losing Schwartz, that was the worst thing you could have done. I would have upgraded him to head coach, and I would have said, hey, you run the team, and whoever you bring in to run the defense, they run exactly what you want, do exactly the way you want it. And I would have brought a guy in like Frank Reich to run the offense, be the offensive coordinator. You would have been good.
Yeah,
Would have been
man.
good
But
because he could have helped develop Shador, and you would have
ever
had.
since ever since they got ever since they got back in Cleveland in '99, it just been terrible.
It's been a rebuild mode, bro. I understand they made the playoffs a
And
couple
then
times,
what's crazy
but
is Tim Couch was not a bad pick, bro. He lit up the SEC and
yeah,
everything.
well, Baker Mayfield got them to the playoffs, won a playoff game, and they freaking shipped
Shit,
him out of town.
Tim Couch did too. Like I get it, Kelly Holcomb was kind of the starter at that particular point,
He was buns.
but I mean, but you don't get there without Tim Couch starting. You know
It's
what I'm
just I
saying?
feel like they're just I feel like look, certain
Like,
organizations go through a rough patch, you know? Certain organizations feel like they're in purgatory forever. Like the Saints were in purgatory for a long time, you know? And like I just don't know if the Browns ever get out of purgatory because they just never have competent people making decisions.
yeah,
And then
man.
when you finally have competent people, you strap them, you don't let them do what they need to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I just think they've just thought wrong in a lot of scenarios, right? They've
Mhm.
outsmarted themselves, right? Instead of looking at what a player
Well,
is.
you heard about I think the general manager, I forget who it was, but like the way they evaluate players and all that, it's ridiculously complicated. There's all kinds of numbers and equations and this and that. And I'm like, bro, it's black or white, bro.
It's
It,
not
it's
that
not
hard,
that it's
man.
not that crazy, bro. Get
Like
good
you can,
scouts that know how to evaluate talent, and you have guys in the building who can develop and get wins based on said talent. It's not that complicated.
yeah, man. It's not. It's like when you got Richard Seymour, who's just as good as anybody, right? But then you draft Gerald Warren from Florida. Like you didn't see Richard Seymour standing out amongst four first round players on his own team on the defensive line. Like, what are you doing, right? I get Tim Couch, 99, right? He was good. You need a quarterback. That was how it worked back then. You get your guy and then you build around him, right? And then you go Courtney Brown the next year, right? Who was really good on a team full of first rounders, bro. LeVar Arrington went first round like the year after that, right? So okay, now you got your guy on defense and your guy on offense, right? Then you got other guys right in there. Dennis Northcutt, who was pretty good, right? Then you got guys like Willie Green, right? He was a pretty good running back, right? And then you later on, right? I think it still might have still been in the Butch Davis era, but at some points you got Braylon Edwards,
You
right?
hit on Braylon Edwards, you hit on Josh Cribbs.
Yeah.
You
So
had Jamal Lewis at one point too.
exactly. So then
Then you
you got
had
a
freaking
bunch
Joe
of guys.
Thomas.
You had a bunch of guys, bro. You had an opportunity to
But
be
they
really
but they
good.
but they never could hit on quarterback, whether in the draft or free agency.
Yeah, man. Like I don't know what the evaluation process was, but drafting Brandon Whedon in the first round
That
was
was so bad of a decision, bro.
like Brady Quinn. You kind of nerfed him a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
but you but I everybody knew that wasn't gonna work. He's good, but Cleveland was just not in a place that guy was gonna succeed.
Jeff Garcia, you signed him.
That was a bad
Jake
fit.
Delhomme, you signed him.
Brock
Who
Osweiler,
else, man? Um,
Johnny Manziel,
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Like,
Dude, the Saints dodged a bullet on that one because they were in the freaking sweepstakes for him too, and Cleveland dropped that freaking bomb. You remember? I don't think we were even doing the show when that happened yet. I don't know if we were even doing that when he signed, but I remember just reading reports of that money.
shoot,
I'm like, bro,
that's a pick. That's a clip that you can replay because I sure thought he was gonna play MVP level football, man.
Oh
Because I
man,
was thinking,
it's so hit or miss after a year. You just don't know what you're gonna get. You know.
yeah, man. Like I was like, yo, they got this player, this player, this player, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Deshaun Watson, if he just
Oh my
plays
gosh, you
that,
play anything relatively close to what he did in Houston,
I
dude,
was
they've
like,
hit. I'm
yo,
like, that's a good investment. If you get anything close to that, that's a crazy money.
man,
But you got a young guy before 30. He's playing top 5 quarterback level. In Houston, he was fringe top 3. He was that damn good. So we were like, the money was ridiculous, but we're like, man, if they hit, they hit. Like they're set for like a decade if it hits. But boy,
nah,
when it
man.
didn't, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I know it turned out to be wrong, but
You had the
you can't hate me for thinking like
no,
I
I don't
just
hate
had
that
a
this
lot of confidence in him.
I don't hate that I don't it's a two-way sword for me, Cam, because it's like I don't hate the fact that you signed him. Okay? I get it. But you knew it was gonna be a toss-up because he sat out for you. We've seen guys sit out for a whole season, they were completely different. Look at Le'Veon Bell, didn't work out either. A guy who was questionably the best running back in the league, comes back, didn't do nothing. But what pissed me off about it was you had those uncertainties and you gave that much money and you just didn't know. And I don't think they knew like everything was really bad. Like all that publicity was bad, but like I don't think they took into account what mentally that would do. Like the quarterback's psyche is so important. People don't talk about how important confidence is and how they're perceived in the media and how they're responding to criticism and all that. I don't think they thought about that at all. I think they were just going off of the talent. They're like, dude, he's a top 5 quarterback. I'm gonna sign him and we're gonna freaking win some damn games. We can put some ass in seats. And man, that just
Yeah, that
if
was
it worked out, that'd be a
like,
completely different story.
like I said, and like I said, us being football fans, we know how good Deshaun Watson was, man.
He was so
So
good.
so it's like, and me being an Alabama fan, I know how good he was in college too damn well, right? So I'm like, hey, so it sucked, man. But that's what Cleveland is, man. They've been a bad sports town for a long time.
Cleveland doing Cleveland things.
Yep, the Indians, Guardians,
And they got
Browns.
great and Cleveland's got some of the best fans. Loyal fans, like fans that would do anything. And it's just like, man, they just continue to just like
Trash.
I feel
Shoot,
bad. I feel bad for Cleveland fans. The
shoot,
loyal
man.
ones.
Shoot, but shit, that's all I got. Like that's all I got today, man. As far as off season thoughts and
I
expectations.
uh I think just it's not the exact same thing. I think the off season, I'm just really excited because for anybody that's watching, shout out to 30 people watching. But the best thing about the off season for me, and probably for you too, it makes you think outside the box. Because when you're not covering free agency, you're not covering the draft, you have to widen your horizon and start talking about these other things. That's when all these other cool series start coming out, like the What If series. We do like these cooler fantasy draft things. We do all these things that is different. You know, you have to think outside your box. You have to get outside your comfort zone to give you guys all the coolest college football and NFL needs to keep you guys watching. So the offense is pretty much like your own sandbox where you do whatever you want. And a lot of people either don't cover the offseason, which is horrible, or they cover the exact same thing as everybody else. And they just talk about stupid storylines and stuff that just don't mean nothing. Like we want to be different and always want to stand out. So yeah, I want to cover the draft. We're going to go heavy on the draft. I want to cover free agents. We're going to go heavy on free agency. But like we're talking about spring ball. We're talking about who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. We're going to be talking about all these crazy things outside of just like the cool creative stuff. So I mean, it's going to be fun to say the least. As ready as we were for it to be back, and it's already done. You know, felt like an eternity. This season felt really long, but it really wasn't long. You know, but
Nah, man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun off season, man. It's gonna be a fun off season, and we're gonna talk about a whole lot of stuff, man. So I think next week we're gonna look at all of the coaching
carousel.
carousel for college and the NFL. I think it'd be a good show, man, just to look at both, just to see what moves we should really really mess with. And
And what to
I think
expect too.
I think college would be cool because we can see the next wave of great coaches, right? Because some people are in, their job to get to another job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they succeed there, then they become a high commodity.
Yep.
So that's kind of something I wanted to get into as well, man. But that's pretty much it, man. Like I said, Game of Interest just came out, man, a couple days ago. So check out that music shit, man. We got a whole lot of stuff going on there. Like I said, this fucking year is gonna be crazy, bro. We got all kind of fucking shit, man. You got music for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. So if you don't like rap stuff, right? Hibbity hoppity hibbity, you don't like that stuff, man. I got some rock stuff for you too, man. I be on that shit, man. Like I said, we just lost the singer of Three Doors Down, so that was kind of fucking sucked. Um, but like I said, I like that kind of music, man. So, like I said, got
And
everything.
and it's not even just that. Like you guys are thinking, oh, there's nothing to do anymore. If you don't just want to watch us sit here and talk to each other for 8 hours, it feels like got other stuff too. We do side series. We'll probably do some draft series. He did the time machine if you want to check that out. Where did you end off at? You didn't even start on the 80s yet, did you?
Nah, I still got like one more episode to
Okay.
drop of the
70s.
70s. Yep, I ain't
See,
even
we
started
got
there yet.
that. We do a lot of game streams on the channel. We're probably gonna try to get back to that. Doing some more game streams. I've been doing a few here and there, and they've been doing really good. So if you guys like game streams, we do, and we don't just. And I don't want you guys. I had a guy earlier in the comments. He's like, because I made a poll earlier. I'm like, hey, like, would you guys want to see Madden Moments? Which Madden Moments is a really cool mode that EA obviously took out of Madden. And they're like, oh well, no, the only way to fix the problem is if nobody buys it, and you're just enticing the issue. And I'm like, no. I'm like, if I'm playing the older stuff, it's discouraging people from wanting to buy the newer stuff and showing how good things could be. So we don't just play Madden 26, College Football 26. Don't get me wrong. When those games come out, we're heavy. Like when those games drop, we're on it. Like doing franchise, doing rebuilds, doing superstar modes, doing this, doing that. But we like playing the old stuff too. We were Madden 07. I just got done playing Madden 07 the other day. ESPN NFL 2K5. I'm probably going to end up doing a thing where I play a game in every single Madden, I score a touchdown in every single PS2 Madden, stuff like that. Like there's something for everybody on this channel, whether you're young, whether you're Gen Z, whether you're Gen X, whether you're with us millennials, like, and we put something up every single day. If
We
you go on
even
the
got
YouTube
stuff for
channel,
the baby boomers.
we do. If you check out the time machine, you go back to the 60s. We got stuff
That's
for y'all
right.
too. We got stuff for
Don't
y'all.
forget
So,
about the baby boomers, man.
which I think our target demographic, I think the most watched demographic, I think is like age like 35 to 44. So like kind of like our era, and then Gen X kind of gets in there too. But we cater to everybody. If you're on the YouTube channel, make sure to like, follow, subscribe. There's daily uploads there. Shorts, live streams, polls, posts. There's always something for everybody. So
Damn, sweet tart.
it's sweet.
Sour.
It's sour.
Wasn't expecting that. Damn. I'm like, wow. Like,
wake up.
Whoa. All right. Well, shit, my bad. That's what I get for stealing candy from my kids.
hey, don't feel bad. It's okay. I do, Well, yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that.
Let's call it the dad tax.
Oh, I'll say that too.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay. Then my son like, no, you gotta pay your son tax. I'm like, bruh.
I made you. I'm not paying you nothing.
Like, this ain't your country.
You
I
in
do
my
what I
house.
want
This
to
is
do.
my country. You can be like
tax.
you can be like Denzel. Be like Denzel from Remember the Titans. So I am the law.
Like I am the law. Like you just abide by it.
Mm-hmm.
But nah.
Ooh, and we should do some more tier lists too. That'd be fun. Now we can get back to that.
Yeah.
That's fun. We had a lot of fun with tier lists last year.
Oh yeah. So we gonna get on there, man. We'll get on that. Like I said, y'all just stay on it, man, and we are going to grow, man. The road to 50,000 begins now. So
join the movement. Come on, we're 37, almost 38,000. Come on. We make 3 years. We make 3 years in June. And we're on
And
the
for
road to.
all y'all companies out there, man, that see our emails about collabing and partnerships and stuff, man. Don't be coming around when we get to like 100,000 and shit. Cause we got the receipts,
All the receipts.
all of them. Right?
All of them.
Like, damn. So you see that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, look, we're on the road to 50K and on the road to 200 million views before the end of the year at 136 million. And we're only in February. So join the movement, man. You don't want to
yeah,
watch
man.
Fox. You don't want to watch ESPN. And ESPN just bought the NFL Network. Why you want to watch that? Watch us. Watch us. We're more entertaining. We give better takes. And we should be making those crazy decisions that these other guys are making. Because we're that damn good.
I agree, man. Shit, but like I said, we'll see y'all next Sunday, man. I think it's gonna be a good show. Be a lot longer, so don't be trying to go to sleep and shit.
Mm-mm. No night.
Yeah, don't be trying to go to sleep and shit because it's not happening. Stay up, football with us, man. But Cam, that's Brandon. Football Frame of Mind Weekly Show. Signing off.
Peace.